Hi guys, this is Mythos Realm once again, of course, and welcome back to the map making series. So what have we got today? Today is another episode of the map making, like I just said, but we do have quite a lot of progress made on the map. So what I'm going for here is I'm kind of going for the heaven versus hell theme for the map. You got the gravel paths mixed in with this andesite. And you've also got a few coal blocks just placed around because the coal looks cool, and I have it on the walls as well. So I was originally going with a look that looked something like this for the area where the team floor represents the color, but I kind of decided against that, and we're going to go for something like this, where it's the floor is this prismarine, the prismarine bricks, or dark prismarine, sorry. Because it looks really good. It's probably one of my favorite building blocks, and with the 3D texture pack I use, it is just amazing. I can't actually distribute this texture pack, someone asked me to in the last video, but it is not mine to give away. Anyway, as I was saying, I've made quite a lot of progress, and one thing I have done is the team selecting for red. I haven't got around to doing the rest, but if we just go /kill, you'll see that I respawn straight there. But actually, I want all my command blocks to be in the spawn chunks. So the spawn is centered along this stone brick, or bricks, this big platform of bricks. And it is this one command block here that just says execute detect at any player, brick blocks under them, and teleport them to right in the middle of that beacon right there. The beacon is still there. If you remember, I had it running up the center of the map the last game, but I did put a block there, and what's going to happen is when each team has a minimum of 4 players, we're going to remove this, set this to air, and if someone leaves, we set it back to the slab. How am I doing the teams, you might ask? So let's go into game mode 3, adventure spectator, and let's just fly on over here. So I have a cool little method set up to pick the teams. You'll see here now that we have 4 invisible silverfish with the names yellow, green, red, blue, and red. So each one is doing a different thing. But when we step over, so let me go back into game mode 1, and if we check all of these, you'll see that we are executing a block 2 under, and we're testing for red wool. The scoreboard will then add to an entity with the name red, ready 1. So when that hits ready 4, we're going to have more blocks, or more command blocks that will test for ready 4. And as soon as it hits ready 4, it will add one to another another entity. And once that hits teams 4, it will replace this with air, and the beacon will shine, letting players know that there's like 30 seconds or 10 seconds or something until the game starts. Obviously, we'll have Telras in there as well, letting people know that the game is about to start, but I just wanted to kind of have a visual indicator as well as the whole team selecting thing. So that's how that's going to work, and we also have that one first command block, and then we have these, which is adding them to the red team, and then also setting the player score to red 1. That's important because when they're in Death's Realm, or when they're in the real world, everybody has to be on the same team. Because when they're on the same team, we can set the team's options to PvP to 0, and that disables PvP for that team, so they can't attack each other. And also we have them testing for red wall and teleporting them 9.5 blocks in front of where they are. Why are we doing that? So in Snapshot ages ago, for 1.8, they introduced the seamless teleporting. And that was a big groundbreaking thing, but we're utilizing that, and now it just kind of has a visual glitch there, but it teleports you in here almost flawlessly, and we will have something in here that means you can just get back into the lobby if you so desire. So I am obviously on red team now because I just went through there, it executed the detect on the wool, and it did discover wool 2 blocks under me, so it added me to the red team like it should, which is great. That's exactly how I want this to work, and I'm going to just clone that onto all of, oh crap, all of the other teams, the purple team, the green team, the yellow team, and I do need to grab some yellow wool here, or yellow stained clay, and put them there to signify that that's the yellow team. These fires here, although they look like they should be extinguished because they're not on netherrack, we actually have fire tick disabled. So these fires will never, ever go out. they can burn for as long as they want, and nothing will happen to the block under them, or nothing will happen to the fire itself. It's a permanent fire, and it's a nice little trick to know that you can make permanent fires without MC Edit or any crazy stuff like that. We just set the fire tick, not the random tick speed, the fire tick to off, and the fire won't spread, won't break blocks, won't extinguish or anything. It's perfectly safe, and it works great. So I also need some red stain clay, and I'm going to finish this off with the Prismarine, and all the backing ones that I haven't done. So the green one, I need to do the back thing there for the yellow one still, but other than that, the waiting lobby is just about done. A lot of the command block stuff needs to be done, and I know I focus more so on the building stuff this episode, but I just want to get all this laid out and all this ready to go, ready to rock and roll before I really get in depth in the command block stuff. So I'll see you guys back in a second or two. Okay, so I am back, and I've done quite a lot of stuff. You'll see that there is a good few more command blocks, and if we go game mode 3, you'll see there is not 4 silverfish anymore, but 5. We have another one here called Ready. And Ready is an important silverfish, so if we go back to game mode 1, you can go over here and you can take a look at these command blocks here where we have executing at a score of Ready 1. So we have another scoreboard that when a player joins a team, it will add a Ready score of 1. It will add 1 more Ready score to each individual silverfish here. So if they join the red team, the red silverfish will get 1, and it executes, like I just said, at a entity with a Ready score of 4, and it adds 1 to the entity with the name Ready. So that's the one over here. This one will get 1, and then it will move on to this command block here. So it'll execute at an entity with a name Ready and a scoreboard, or a score of Ready minimum 4. So it needs 4 before it just goes players set time 500, which is on the right side there. You can see the time until match. It says -59 at the moment, but it will set that to 500, and we're also going to have another execute. So let's branch off. I'm actually going to move this command block to, give me a block, we will use this. Boop, boop. We're going to move this command block to, which one's the one with the MT data? It's this one here. And then we're going to add, what are we going to add? We need a set block. Okay, so we're going to need absolute coordinates for this. And we will go to our F3 debugging BIOS. And do I have a piece of paper? There's one just there. Let me grab that really quick. Got my paper. Okay, so what are our coordinates for this? This is 606, 39, 36. So 38 will be the command block, and 37 will be where we need to set this. So 606, 37, and -1473. Great. So we're going to need a set block for those coordinates right there. And we have our set block inputted here. And we're going to type this in, 606, 37, and -1473. Great. That should be these coordinates here under this command block. And we're going to go, oops, that's the wrong command block, this one. And we're going to go glass 0. Boom. Okay, cool. So basically what that's doing is as soon as this one executes, so this is the -Z, this one will execute first, and then it will execute this one because this one's on the positive. It will execute anything negative first, so this one is negative of this one, and it will execute that one first. So we'll add the 500, and then straight away after that, it will set the command block, or the piece of glass right here. And because we have our fill clock running over here, it will instantly set this to a redstone block, and it will start ticking down really quickly to 0 from 500. So 500 is a rough time. I'm going to need to time it out, see how long it actually takes for 500 ticks to elapse. And I think it actually fires 20 times a second. So 20 times a second, it's not enough anyway. We're going to need to buff that up quite a bit. So what else are we going to do? I kind of want to get into the building of Death's realm today. The actual realm, not the overworld. I think for the real world, I'm just going to use a big chunk of cutout terrain from an MC Edit schematic, which would probably be a good idea, but there's going to be quite a few technical stuff going into this. But this is for the most part, so let's go toggle downfall really quick actually. This is for the most part the spawning done. We just need to do a few more things. where when it starts the timer, it removes this block here, and I'm thinking of setting it to, I'm thinking of getting a, whoa, toggle downfall. I'm thinking of getting a piece of colored glass because in the next snapshot, which is coming out later today, you can actually color the beacon's beam with a color. And I'm thinking if red win, have a piece of red glass, or yellow win, have a piece of yellow glass. So basically it tells you the last person to win, which is pretty cool. But we almost have all of this done. I'm going to need to use a few comparators. I know I hate using comparators, but I really don't like using them because I used to use them a lot and then I kind of drifted away from it. But for the most part, or for this, we're probably going to need to use one because we need to test for a player. So let's put down a command block here and let's get rid of the one with MBT data. Get rid of that. Actually, we're going to need that. So let's go with red for this just because I want to use red. So we're going to go boom, boom, and that will do. And then, no, will that do? That won't do. We need one more. Bang, right there. And that'll do there. So we knock these two out and we grab a redstone comparator. Cool. And place that down there. Great. So we're going to go scoreboard. Oh, that's not how you spell board. Scoreboard. We're missing an E2. My keyboard is getting old. Players, test, time, 0. Is that right? I think that is right. We could use an entity for the timer, which probably would be a bit better. We could have a scoreboard operation which will clone, because if I use an entity, the time until match will actually come up with the entity's UUID instead of its name. So what I could do is I could use an objective to copy the time from the entity over to a command block, so we can still execute from entities. I think I am going to do this. How long have I been going? I've been going for about 15 minutes. So this will probably be done off camera. I just wanted to kind of get a few things done. We have the whole spawning platform over here finished. So if you drop down onto this, you instantly get teleported to here. And I'm going to need to fill that back in. So boom, boom, there we go. Cool. So that's the whole spawning platform done. It's finished. There's nothing else you can do with this. Every one of these teams works, and all of that great stuff. So we're going to get into building the platforms for the actual game later, and I'm probably going to go off quite a ways to do this and set up a teleport command block to and fro, because it's going to take me a while to get to and fro. Maybe actually just out of the render distance of the actual spawn platform, because these will always stay rendered in. These are in spawn chunks. So we're gonna have to go a ways away. Let's see where we can get to before they disappear. So right here looks good. And you'll see that there's a little strip of the stone brick left there, but there's nothing of the actual game spawn platform, because these will always be loaded in. So maybe just about here will be good. Oh no, there's a village here. But anyway, I'm going to finish this off here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, thanks for watching anyway. I'm not going to ask for likes or anything. Just if you feel like I deserve a like, push the like button and I'll get another one of these episodes out as soon as possible. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.